let him go. Boom, 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 bomb on him. Clinch him up, knee him, send him back, faint. Like, nigga, I can fuck a nigga up. Man, come on.
Let me know when you're ready and I'll send you the invite.
Ask Carly about getting set up on the strikes. I threw 195, I hit her with 103. She threw 129, hit me with 47.
Bet. I'm streaming it too if you want to watch it, Ryan. Yeah, right. Dude, that shit was the craziest, bro. I'll never forget that.
Bro, when I went in there, bro, nothing. When I swear to God,
he said,
fake as fuck.
He said, when I went in that bitch today, there was nothing done. Nothing. When I say nothing, I mean like it looked like North Korea in that bitch.
Like, bro, that's nothing, bro. No burgers out, no bacon out, no fish out, no chicken out, no nothing. I'm sitting here like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with this kid?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
Yeah, same reason they always give me Denzel Ward.
For long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I got Jim Brown. Who is it? Oh, yeah.
One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage.
Yeah,
second down.
Right.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right.
Oh, I tried to thread that bitch.
Be incomplete.
I tried to thread that bitch.
Baker right there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Wilson on the move to his left.
Throw that bitch.
Big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Ooh, what a juke. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases.
That sounded like you was late.
Right there.
2nd and 4.
Oh, that's me. Oh, no way.
Hang on to it. He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one covers 24 yards.
Wow.
It's a 1st down.
That was a fucking dive. I'm not gonna lie. Jesus Christ.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the
Bro,
coverage.
stunned Carly 8 times. Bro,
Unable
ready
to
up.
find anyone open.
Now he'll look to throw here
tell me that
on
wasn't
2nd
sitting
and
right
10.
there.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other
Yeah,
side
tell
of
them
the
how they
football.
fuck yourself. Ready up.
He's a very, very fickle man.
Man, $85.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Gonna let one fly for right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage.
Hell no, give me the other dude.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be.
I'm about to take him out on my squad.
Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Gotta have that one. Oh my God.
Right.
You gotta be kidding me.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Is that Russell Wilson? Russell Wilson
The
stripped it
Chiefs
from me.
offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mean Joe Green coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third down, this is Melvin Gordon.
Wow.
Across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to you, especially early in the game like they had. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive
back
coordinators
independent
tell us when the running
level,
game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted, and the big running play.
You know me, bro. I can come back 16 points, 17 seconds, bro.
And it'll be second and goal.
Oh, shit. Look at you, bro. You're wild.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
I don't know who I want to pick this for. You know when nigga repetitive, you know my motions do good. I'm steady, you know that.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to
Josh about to
extend their
lose.
lead.
That's what he tired of it.
Well, I think
he trying to violate.
But his top two
Down
options
14.
were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out
You
really
can't
well.
do
Like
that.
you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say. Touchdown.
That's what they be doing.
Check
Oh,
down.
hold on.
Downfield first, bring it back
Bitch
to the
walking
line of
up on me.
scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision after that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Edelman taken in the end zone.
Oh, I thought I was going too close to the left.
As those guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Eluding the pressure. Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
You bitches be hard.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Yeah.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Gerald McCoy, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Yeah.
Returnable for Lockett.
Oh, I should have had the tackle on my dude. That's fucked up.
Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over.
I almost had it.
Make it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
Hit the forehead flat. Oh, you can line him up, nigga.
Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Duron Harmon. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Hot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Should have came up fucking day, so.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw.
Joe Soto, that's what you're using? You sure?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Off the edge, Mario Addison
Defensive
gets the
coordinator was
sack.
in that ass.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A little 360.
Damn it.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
I should just cut back to the left. Right to the
The
right.
Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Damn it.
And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first
breaker
half,
shut
you're
off.
scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
You can turn mine
kind
off.
of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson forced out to his left. He's
Wow,
going
what a
deep for
terrible pass that
Brown.
was.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that
1
time, and
for
they
7,
couldn't hook up
Jesus.
on the long one. Now it's
That's
third
bad.
down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You like that?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Wow.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Man,
So
it's
that's
just like, I
back-to-back
just can't
drives
play
where
with
they're
Russell
throwing an
Wilson,
interception.
man. I don't know.
Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of
Garbage,
credit.
bro.
They've got them frustrated right now.
Roasted his
First
ass.
down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it.
Damn, got his ass.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game,
I was over at my sister's not too long ago. And my niece is over there. She's like 4 or 5. And
especially a
she was like,
interception, really a bad throw.
Alan,
so maybe a better
come see my room.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think
And I was
he
like,
learned from
Yeah, I'm
earlier
picking
in the
niggas I
game,
ain't
and
used
he's
already.
applying
That's
it
it.
now.
Simple.
I was like, oh, okay, come see your room. And I fucking opened up the bathroom door, right, acting like it was her room. I was like, oh, okay, huh, yeah, it's nice in here. And then she was like, that's not my room. And I was like, y'all got her, roasted her. And then everybody in the family was like, oh, so stupid. Like,
And that's when he's got to be happy with that back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah,
That shit
fortunately
was
for
funny.
him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again
Yeah.
from the 28.
damn. She was like, that's not
No
my
pitch there and no
That's
chance
super funny.
either.
She's like, that's not my bedroom. I was like, yeah, that's what you
Behind the
said.
line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 30 days. Let's go. Alpha. Find the mark. Better bring it. You better bring it. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Needed
Mean
that.
Joe Green able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn
try
one
your luck.
here in this 3rd quarter. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year.
I don't think you got it.
Spotted at the 47, so call
Damn,
it
that
a
was super close,
57-yard
man.
attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no
right.
good. A long-range effort.
That's the
denied
momentum
3
shift I
points
needed
at the
right there was
very
that missed
end.
field goal.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance,
This dude got
sometimes you're going
pillows
to
for
need a little
gloves,
luck.
bro.
And
This nigga
unfortunately
for
for
hands.
him,
This nigga's just...
this time
I'm
the break
calm,
goes
but
against
his
him.
like,
They got
I
good
just
starting field
can't
position
get
as
damaged.
they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield.
Oh
at
my
the
God,
40.
dude.
My
Did you see that?
goodness,
It's like pass
another
interference,
interception.
bro. Yeah.
Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And the possession is theirs at their own
Super frustrating.
43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5
Super
picks. At this
frustrating.
point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He got soft hands. He probably got like, yeah, he got soft hands. Like, you dude ain't even cut, and I fucking rocked this shit.
2nd and 6. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Oh, this shit.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly.
Wow, I saw it look like.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Wow.
Brandon, at least there's one bright
I
side
tried
to
to
that
snag it real
incompletion.
quick.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Wilson finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're going on.
Oh my God, throw that bitch, bro. I'm fucking sick, dude.
Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Like, bro, you can't fucking hold the block for 5 seconds,
Here in a 2-score
bro.
game could not
Not
come
even
away
5
with
seconds.
anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games.
You asked for this game. He was trying to play it up.
Come back, nigga.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much. Because
Yeah,
now
you should've hit the
he's
check,
probably
bro.
doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
Big boy out there.
That's a great sign of maturity. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good pick up there for the Browns, 15 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Brown. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Wow.
And now here's another interception. Picked
I'm
up by Jerome Howard.
going to be quiet.
Go to the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a split contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kirk Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Not giving up, bro.
With the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Ooh.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Greg Olsen, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
Wow.
But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Brown. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away.
Man, what the
but that
fuck?
brings up 4th. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, 0-0-0.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run. Wilson.
Bro, I slid, bro.
It's out.
My God,
and it's
dude.
picked up by the
I hate
Chiefs.
this shit.
And he'll bring
The
this
game
one back
is
to
just
the
telling me
29.
today, bro.
And they're going to come up
It really
empty
is.
here on 4th down.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, they can epitomize what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Ate that
And the
shit.
first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And
Nope.
now it's 2nd
I don't know.
down.
What should have happened happened.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
You're telling me Denzel Ward ain't gonna outrun that 58 motherfucker, bro. I don't know who that
He
is.
was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to
Gas.
hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score.
Terrible.
Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the
I
score
just caught Josh too late in the day.
28-0.
The later in the day, the better he is at Madden.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion.
He was wide open.
You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Wilson.
Why every time I want to go for the upper cut,
time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
About to put it in.
That shit was bad.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They complete it to him. Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
We're getting good at that.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
He's got him in. Complete. He got 29 yards that time. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Wilson. That pass complete to Jim Brown. They'll give him a yard on the play.
Why are you taking off like
second down?
I don't even know, like you walking across the street or something.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
God dang it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout.
What the fuck?
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games